What's up, peeps? This is Todd, and welcome back to my show. I became a multimillionaire in my 20s. This is what I can tell you about wealth inequality. There are many people out there on the left that believe that wealth inequality is only due to circumstances, and there are many people out there on the right that think that wealth inequality is only due to choices. I'm here today to tell you that it's actually due to both, and depending on a few important factors, it might have more to do with circumstances or more to do with choices. It really just depends. There are many countries out there with incredibly corrupt governments, and that corruption leads to a huge poverty rate. And in those instances, circumstances play a bigger role and if somebody will be in poverty than choices do. On the contrary, in a developed country like the United States in modern times, it's a little bit more complicated than that because there are so many choices here, and we have the freedom to choose what positions and industries we go into. Going back to my own experience, I became a multimillionaire in my 20s, and I did not inherit any of that money. I did not come from a rich family. I, in fact, was raised by a single mother who struggled to put food on the table for 3 children. I was able to go from zero to millionaire in a matter of just a couple of years, but it's because of the decisions that I made. No, I'm not so arrogant as to say that I didn't get lucky. Anyone who is born in a developed country pretty much hit the lottery, and so I didn't do anything to earn that or deserve that. I was just lucky that I was born into an area where you can make a fortune depending on your talent and efforts. Now, here's where this conversation might get uncomfortable. The point of this video is not to offend anyone or to call anyone out, but I wouldn't be doing you guys any favors if I didn't tell the truth. The truth is, I chose to give up pretty much every weekend for the first half of my 20s. While my friends were partying on a Friday night, I was looking at real estate to buy. While everybody was out at the clubs or the bars on a Saturday, I was working on a marketing strategy so I could increase my sales. While people were sleeping all day Sunday or playing 9 hours of video games, I was out hustling and grinding. And because of everything that I chose to do while other people chose to do different things, I made millions and they did not. But let's take talent and effort out of the equation for just a moment here. A lot of people on the radical left want true wealth equality across the board, meaning they want the government to take all of the money that's in existence and then evenly divide it between every single citizen. So that way you wouldn't have Jeff Bezos with $200 billion and also someone on the other end of the spectrum with no money to their name. In this utopic paradise, according to them, everybody would have the same amount of money. There would basically be a reset button where all the money is redistributed equally. Now, one of the main problems with their argument is there will still be wealth inequality because everybody has the free choice to do whatever they want with that money. So for example, somebody who just all of a sudden gets $1 million, there will be a lot of people who immediately go out and they blow it. They'll buy a Lamborghini, they'll buy a nice house, they'll do a bunch of stupid stuff and they won't actually keep that money. And then there will be more frugal people who don't spend the million, instead they invest it and they grow that $1 million. And then after 7 years, you have person A who blew their money and is bankrupt, and person B who invests their money and now is 2 million instead of 1 million. That will happen. In a free society where we have the freedom to choose what we do, there will never ever be an equal outcome because people don't make the same choices. There is a reason that most people who win the lottery go bankrupt. If you can't manage $1,000, you can't manage $10,000. You don't magically become good with money just because somebody gives you a lot of it. Financial literacy is not a byproduct of wealth. Wealth is a byproduct of financial literacy. And so even if we did redistribute all of the wealth, after just a few short years, there would still be a 1% and a 99% because some people would just choose to do better things and choose to make smarter decisions with the money that they have. Now, I understand that there are bad circumstances. My mother was born into a terrible circumstance. I come from a family that used to rely on welfare and food stamps. I know that there are struggling people who really do need a hand up. I am well aware that life can deal you a bad hand, and I also can admit that I, among other people, have privilege that other people may not have. So I do 100% believe that income inequality and wealth inequality has to do with both the free choice and circumstances. But again, I'm not here to change anyone's mind. I'm just here to open up a dialogue. So I would love to hear what you guys think. In your opinion, what plays more to wealth inequality, circumstances or choices? Post your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.